Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Literary Lectures Hub. In this video, we will cover characters, themes, and a summary of Act 3, Scene 1. Let's begin with the very first character, King Claudius, the new king of Denmark, Prince Hamlet's uncle and his stepfather. Claudius is a shrewd and lustful ruler who is revealed to have murdered his brother, the previous king, to seize the throne and marry Queen Gertrude. In this scene, his manipulative nature is evident as he plots to spy on Hamlet with Polonius to uncover the reason for his nephew's erratic behavior. Next character we have Queen Gertrude, the mother of Prince Hamlet and the widow of the former king, now married to Claudius. Gertrude's role in this scene is minimal, but her character is often interpreted as being deeply concerned for her son's well-being, yet also is somewhat oblivious to the darker machination around her, including the true nature of her new husband. Next character we have Polonius, the Lord Chamberlain of Claudius' court and a pompous, meddling old man. He is the father of Ophelia and Laertes. In this scene, he acts as Claudius' right-hand man, helping to orchestrate the plan to spy on Hamlet. His character is often seen as self-important and verbose, outwardly convinced of his wisdom and insight. Next character we have Ophelia, a young noblewoman of Denmark, daughter of Polonius and beloved of Hamlet. In this act, Ophelia is a tragic figure caught between her father's and Claudius' scheme and her love for Hamlet. Her character embodies innocence and obedience, which starkly contrasts with the corruption around her. She is used by the other as a tool in their plan to diagnose Hamlet's strange behavior. Next characters we have Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, former friends of Hamlet from Wittenberg, are summoned by King Claudius to Elsinore to discover the cause of Hamlet's madness and to spy on him. They are often portrayed as scorpions and are not prominently featured in this specific scene, but are part of a large plot of the play. They are unwitting pawns in Claudius' political game and ultimately meet with their tragic ends because of their involvement. Next scene we have Prince Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark and the protagonist of the play. In this scene he is deeply philosophical and conflicted, famous for his soliloquy, to be or not to be, which reveals his internal struggle with the morality of existence and suicide. His behavior toward Ophelia is erratic and is seemingly cruel, though it's debated whether this is a show of madness to serve his purpose or a manifestation of his own tortured psyche. He is intelligent, witty, and sardonic, with a profound depth of character that grapples with theme of revenge, morality, and truth. Next we have the themes. Theme number 1, appearance versus reality. This theme is central to the entire play, and in this scene it is exemplified by the setup of the Mostrave, also known as the murder of Gonzago play that Hamlet has arranged to catch the conscience of the king. Hamlet's behavior toward Ophelia also reflects this theme, as he acts madly and cruelly toward her, which may or may not reflect his true feelings. The scene questions what is real and what is performed, both for the characters within the play and for the audience watching. Theme number 2, that is madness. The question of Hamlet's madness is critical throughout the play. In this scene, his erratic behavior and harsh treatment of Ophelia could be seen as evidence of his madness or as calculated performance designed to conceal his true intention and feelings. The theme of madness also dives into a broader question of how mental distress is recognized and understood within within the societal and moral context of the play. Theme number 3: the nature of existence and death. Hamlet's soliloquy, to be or not to be, that is the question, is perhaps the most famous of Shakespeare's works. It deeply explored themes of life, death, and the existential dread that comes with the contemplation of suicide. Hamlet muses on the pain and unfairness of life versus the unknown of death, pondering whether it is nobler to suffer life's sling and arrows or to take arms against a sea of trouble by ending one's own life. Theme number 4, we have women role. The scene also delves into the portrayal of women in Elizabethan society, particularly through Hamlet's interaction with Ophelia. Hamlet's harsh, misogynistic tirade against Ophelia, "Get thee to an enrich," reflects societal attitude toward women, viewing them as weak and morally suspect. Ophelia's role in this scene, where she is essentially used as bait by Claudius and Polonius to spy on Hamlet, also highlights the limited agency of women within the play and, by extension, the society of the time. Theme number 5, we have deception and spying. The use of Ophelia to spy on Hamlet, with Claudius and Polonius secretly observing their interaction, emphasizing the theme of deceit and surveillance that run throughout the play. Everyone is watching or being watched, trusting no one, which creates a persuasive atmosphere of paranoia and duplicity. Theme number 6, we have moral corruption and deceit. The scene contributes to the play ongoing exploration of moral and ethical decay within the court of Denmark. Hamlet's reflection on life and death, his treatment of Ophelia, and the manipulation of Claudius and Polonius all serve to highlight the moral failing and the corruption that Hamlet sees as infecting the state. Now we have the summary of Act 3, Scene 1. Act 3, Scene 1 of Hamlet unfolds at the castle, where King Claudius and Polonius make a plan to spy on Hamlet by observing an interaction between him and Ophelia. Their objective is to determine whether Hamlet's apparent madness stems from his love for Ophelia. To do this, they decide to conceal themselves behind an arch in the hall. As Hamlet enters the scene alone, he delivers the iconic soliloquy, "To be or not to be, that is the question," in which he deeply contemplates the nature of existence, the allure and fear of death, and the notion of suicide as an escape from the hardships of life. Following this introspection, Ophelia approaches Hamlet with the intent of returning his gift and expressing her wish to end their relationship. Hamlet reacts by denying the gifts were ever his and embarks on a probing inquiry into Ophelia's honesty and virtue. His speech escalates into a critique of women, suggesting Ophelia should go to a nunnery to avoid becoming a breeder of sinners, thereby expressing his disillusionment with women and, by extension, with society as a whole. His harsh treatment of Ophelia and a broader denunciation of marriage and female deceit culminate in his departure, leaving Ophelia distressed and reflective of his words. Meanwhile, Claudius and Polonius emerge from their hiding, with Claudius convinced that Hamlet's issues do not originate from his love for Ophelia. Concerned by the potential threat Hamlet poses to the state, Claudius decides to send Hamlet to England, hoping that the change might cure his madness or at least safeguard the kingdom from his unpredictable behavior. Polonius, however, suggests a fine attempt to uncover the roots of Hamlet's turmoil by proposing that Queen Gertrude have a private conversation with her son, during which Polonius will again hide and listen, continuing the play's motifs of spying and deceit. This scene is pivotal for its exploration of key themes such as nature of madness, the complexity of human emotion, and the societal role and perceptions of women, setting the stage for the unfolding drama in the subsequent act. Here, Act 3, Scene 1 ends. Thank you so much for your kind support.